My 29 female with my husband 30 male together for 7 years. I cheated on my husband when we were dating 4 years ago, and he's still not over it. Update. I don't know if I 24 female was sexually assaulted, or if I cheated on my husband 29 male, but the guilt is eating me alive and I don't know what to do.
Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started.
My 29 female with my husband 30 male together for 7 years. I cheated on my husband when we were dating 4 years ago, and he's still not over it. I cheated on my husband, boyfriend at the time of the incident, in a very stupid, cruel, and vapid way. I would commute to work about an hour or so away, and I reconnected with a friend near where I worked. That would bring me chicken sandwiches randomly while I was working, or sent very cute, charming, flirty text that made me smile. Anyways, I slept with this flirty nice old acquaintance, and my boyfriend slash husband went through my phone when I was sleeping and found out about a very stupid, regrettable decision I made, and we broke up for a short while, and then got back together and tried to work through it. It is now 4 years later. We were married last year, and since then, has had an equally regrettable transgression. Tonight we were fighting, and he brought up the event from my stupid 25th year of life, and I'm now on my 29th. I didn't know what to say or do. Can you stay in a relationship when your partner resents you for a mistake you made so long ago? Can you make it work? How can I do anything else other than give him time, love, and attention to change his resentment towards me? He won't go to therapy. We recently stopped fucking like we used to. Before we were married, we had sex daily, and now we go 4 weeks without intimacy. It's been like this for a year. Maybe he feels stuck now that we're married and the resentment is coming out. Do people change and fight when confronted with a relationship in standardization, routines, forced kindness, and comforting each other when it's not always convenient? A feeling of loss of self. I feel helpless. How can I talk to him about this? Every time I bring up my feelings, if they are a bit inconvenient, which, let's be honest, if the occasion calls for you, bring up your feelings, it's never going to be that comfortable for all parties involved, right? Anyways, my feelings almost make him turn on me, and that's what brought out his mentioning my transgression anyways. I don't know. I don't know any successful relationships from my life either. My dad was single, my grandma raised me sometimes, and my grandpa was dead. All my perceptions of how things should be in a marriage are idealized. Is this just how it goes? Update. I don't know if I 24 female was sexually assaulted, or if I cheated on my husband 29 male, but the guilt is eating me alive and I don't know what to do. Well, I took all of your advice to heart, and I told him last night it didn't go well. I asked him to sit down with me, that I had something to tell him, and that I wanted him to just sit and listen until I told him exactly what happened and what I could remember, and then ask questions afterward. It took me a long time to get it all out. I had to stop several times because I was crying. I told him everything. He was silent the entire time. He just stared at the wall with a blank look in his face, no emotion whatsoever. When I was finished telling him what happened, he didn't even look at me. He said, "I can't believe you would do this to me. You knew what would happen if you ever cheated on me," meaning he was leaving. Then he stood up and walked out a door. I begged him to please stay and at least talk to me, and he just ignored me. He took the car and he didn't come home last night. I've been trying to call him, text him, email him. Hell, I even called his mom to see if she knew where he was. She didn't. I can see he is reading my messages, but he refuses to talk to me. He has gone completely no contact with me, except for one time where I wrote a long email linking him to my previous Reddit thread so he could see the comments there. His response was just more anger. How he couldn't believe I would try to find sympathy in random internet strangers to feel better for what I had done. I don't know what to do. I called in sick to work today because I'm such an emotional wreck. I haven't slept. I keep going over it in my head, and I feel like I shouldn't have told him at all. We were fine 2 days ago, and now my new husband refuses to talk to me at all. We've only been married for 8 months. I feel like everything I ever wanted is ruined, and it's all my fault.